Good morning guys, I hope you are doing well. Today we are going to start new chapter, that is arithmetic progression, and that is chapter number 5 of class 10. So let's start. First we will learn the difference between the sequence and the arithmetic progression. So what is sequence? A list of numbers having specific relation between the consecutive terms is generally called a sequence. So here you can see the example 1, 3, 5, 7. This is a sequence. How? You can see that the difference between 1 and 3 is of 2, right? The difference between 3 and 5 is of 2. The difference between the 5 and 7 is 2. So you can see that next term to a term is obtained by adding 2. So here we are adding 2 again and again, and we are getting a sequence. Okay, now the second. Here you can see the 2, then 6, then 18, then 54. Here you can see that we are multiplying with 3. First 2 3s are, then it is 6. Then we will multiply 6 with 3, it is 18. Now we will multiply 3, then it will 54. Okay, so you can see the next term is obtaining when we are multiplying it with 3 again and again, right? So this is a sequence. So sequence is when the number of terms obtained by adding the same number, multiplying the same number, dividing or subtracting the same number. So this is called a sequence. Okay, now what is arithmetic progression or AP? Okay, if various terms of a sequence are formed by adding a fixed number to a previous term of the, or the difference between the two consecutive terms is a fixed number, then the sequence is called AP. Okay, now what it is saying, that when we have two terms, then the difference between them should be equal, right? So here the first example is 2, 4, 6, 8. So you can see that I am adding 2 again and again, and I am getting this plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, right? Now in the second example 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, here I am adding 5 again and again. Now here you can see that in arithmetic progression only adding a fixed number is there, but in sequence it can be subtraction, addition, division or multiplication. But in arithmetic progression we are just talking about adding a fixed number. Okay, if it is like plus 2, then again plus 2, then again plus 2. So this is arithmetic progression. Okay, now we will understand. Now first of all we will understand that what is difference. We all know difference is subtracting, right? Like in this example only, let me rub this. So in this example you can see that 2 and 4. What is the difference between the two? That is of 2, right? 4 and 6. What is the difference? 2. 6 and 8. What is the difference? 2. Here 5 and 10. Difference is 5. Okay, so this is called difference. Okay, but the difference is equal for all. Here also it is 2, here also it is 2, here also it is 2. So we can say that common difference, because the difference is equal, so we can say it common difference also. And common difference is represented by small d. Okay, now first of all a is here a first term. Okay, so first term, that is called a. Okay, now the second term will be obtained when I will add d to the first term. Okay, like my a is 2 and the common difference is 2. Let me write here, a is equal to 2, d is equal to 2. Okay, so first term is 2. Now I have to find the second term. So how I will find? A plus d. A matlab 2 and d is 2, that is 4, right? Now I will take the third term. Third term will be a plus 2d, means a plus 2 and 2 into d. So it will be 2 plus 4, that is 6. Now my fourth term will be a plus 3d, and a is 2 plus 3 into 2 will be 8. Okay, so this is the arithmetic progression. We have add 2 first, right? We have obtained this. Now we will obtain plus 2 here. We obtained this, right? Here I have 2. So we are adding 2 again and again, so that we can getting a sequence. Okay. Now in this example, the general form of arithmetic progression is A. Okay, just a moment. This is A plus G, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on with A plus n minus 1D. Now this would be confusing little bit, that why it is A plus n minus 1D. Okay, I will tell you in the next slide. Okay, so A is first term and D is common difference, as I have told you. Okay, so this is a general form of arithmetic progression. First of all, first term, that is A only. Then second term will be there while we add D to the first term. Then the third term will be when I will A plus 2D. Okay, understood? Okay. Now common difference, the fixed number which is obtained by subtracting any term of AP from the previous term. Like if I have sequence 2, 4, 6 and 8. So what is the common difference? I will 2 is A, then 4 will be A2, 6 will be A3 and 8 will be A4. Okay, so when I will subtract A2 minus A1, I can write A as A1 also. So A2 minus A1 is equal to D. Okay, so this is a common difference. When I subtract the second term with the first term, we got D. So this is called the common difference. Okay. Now, if we take first term of an AP as A and the common difference as D, then nth term of that AP will be AN is equal to A plus n minus 1D. Now what it is saying now, that you have to understand. So this is actually a formula to find out the term. Like I am given a sequence that is 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Okay. Now I know first term, I know second term, I know third term, I know fourth term. Okay, but what if someone will ask me the 50th term? How I will tell? Now I have to add again and again. But instead of doing so, we can use this formula, that is AN is equal to A plus n minus 1D, that you have to remember. Okay, like I have asked that what will be the value of A 50th, then A means that is 2, then n is number of terms. How many number of term I have asked? 50. Good. Then minus 1, and what is the common difference? That is 2. Okay. Now 2 plus 49 into 2, that will be 8, 1, 9 plus 2, that will be 100. So the 50th term of this arithmetic progression is 100. So this was really very easy to find out, right? Now next, here is this AP 3, 7, 11, 15, 19. Here D, that is common difference, is 4 and first term is 3, right? How I find the common difference? While subtracting A2 minus A1, that is 7 minus 3, that is 4. So D is 4 and A, that is first term, is seen here, that is 3 only. Okay. Now notice in this sequence that if we find the difference between any term and the term before it, will always get 4. 4 is then called the common difference, that is denoted with the letter D. So it is saying that only if I will subtract 11 with 7, then it will also be 4. If I will subtract 15 and 11, then it will be 4. 19 and 15, that will be 4 only. So this is the common difference. To get the next term in the sequence, we would add 4. So as a recursive formula for this sequence. Okay. So what it is saying, that we have to add 4 again and again so that we can get the next term also. Like if I will add 4 to this, then I will get 23, right? So and so on. We have to add 4. So I can also write in such a way, AN is equal to AN minus 1 plus 4. Okay. So what it is saying, that if I have asked that like we have this sequence only, okay, and I am asked that you have to find the 15th term of this AP. So how I will find? So AN, A15 is equal to AN minus 1. Here n minus 1, that you have to take the previous. Okay, so let me rub this first. Okay, now this is our sequence, okay, or arithmetic progression. Now an. Like if I have to find the value of sixth term, then an means a6 will be equal to an minus 1. N minus 1 means that you have to take the previous term, that I have to take the a fifth term, and fifth term is 19 plus 4, so it will be 23. So a6 is our 23. So also we can find out by this. The first term in the sequence would be a, and which is sometimes just written as a only. Okay, now here you can see that we have plus 4 in every succession. Like when I subtract 7 from 3 and then 11 and 7, then also I will get 4 only, right? So this is AP, arithmetic progression. So common difference is 4 and first term is 3. Okay, now each time you want another term in the sequence, you have to add D, right? I have to add D, that is 4 again and again, so that I can get the next term. This would mean that second term was the first term plus D. It means that the second term, that is 7, is 3 plus D, right? First term plus D is equal to 7, right? The fourth term is the first term plus D plus D plus D added 3 times. So what it is saying, the fourth term, that is 15, is equal to the first term plus 3D, right? 3 times D. Okay, so we can write like this also. So you can see that to get the nth term, we had take the first term and add D n minus 1 times. Okay, so it is saying that we have to D n minus 1 we have to multiply or add to the first term to get the term that we want. Okay, so first of all let me rub. Okay, so it is saying that I have to add D n minus 1, I have to add with the first term to get the term that I want. So it is saying this only, this formula that we have learned, that is an is equal to a plus n minus 1D, right? Now if I have to find the sixth term, then I will write a6 is equal to a plus n minus 1D. Okay, so a6 is equal to a is 3 plus n, and which term we have to find, the sixth one, minus 1 into D is 4. Okay, so 3 plus 5 into 4 is equal to 3 plus 9, 3 plus 20, and we will get 23. So 23 is our sixth term, right? Here they have find the fifth term. So 3 plus 5 minus 1, 4 is equal to 3 plus 16 is equal to 19. So they have used the same formula. So what is this? That we have to add D n minus 1 to the first term so that we can find the term that we want. Okay, you have to learn that. Okay, so now we will now see the example. Let a is equal to 2 we are given, D is equal to 2 and n is equal to 12. Then we have to find the an. We know the formula, an is equal to a plus n minus 1D, right? We have to find an only. A is given 2, n is given 12 and D is given 2. Okay, after solving you will get an is equal to 24. This was easy, we have just used the formula. Okay, now first of all, after before solving the question, you have to find that arithmetic progression is arithmetic progression or not. Okay, like here is example 2, 6, 10, 14. Here our a is, first term is 2. Now how I will find the common difference? First a2 minus a1, that is 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. Okay, now a3 minus a2 is equal to 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. a4 minus a3 is equal to 14 minus 10 is equal to 4. So you can see that I am getting 4 all the time. It means that yes, this is arithmetic progression. Since the difference are common, hence the given term are in AP. So this can also be asked. Now another question. Find the value of k for which the given series in the AP 4, k minus 1, 12. So we are given that this is AP. It means that we do not have to find that if it is AP or not. Okay, so we are given 4, k minus 1 and 12 and so on. Okay, if series is AP, then the difference will be common. Okay, this is in AP, then common difference over there. So how we will find the common difference? That is A2 minus A1, right? And what is A2? That is k minus 1. And what is A1? That is minus 4. So k minus 1 minus 4. Okay, now the difference is equal. It means that A3 minus A2 will also be equal, right? Because if I will subtract A2 minus A1, I will get the same result. If I will subtract A3 minus A2, I will get the same result. So I can write equal here. So k minus 1 minus 4 is equal to A3 is 12 minus k minus 1. Oh sorry, so it will be in bracket, so it will be minus 1, then it will be k minus 1 minus 4 is equal to 12 minus k plus 1. Okay, so you will find after solving it will be k minus 5 is equal to 12 minus k plus 1, and after doing so you will find that answer is 2k is equal to 18, right? And k value will be 9. So here you can find the value of k very easily. Okay, now the next. So the sum of n terms, we find the formula. Okay, so in this chapter we have just two formulas mainly. First is an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. Okay, we have explained. Now the second is the sum of n terms. Okay, like if we have an AP like 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. So and they are asking that you have to find the sum of 100 terms of this AP. You have to find the sum of 100 terms of this AP. So how you will find? It will be very difficult to add 2 plus 4, then plus 6, then plus 8 and then so on, right? So we have a simple formula for this also. Let's see the formula. That is sum is equal to n into first term plus last term is upon 2. Okay, so now I can write the last term as a plus n minus 1d. Why I can write as last term? Because we do not have the value of the last term, so I have taken this as n. Okay, so now I can write it like sum is equal to n into a, that is the first term, and the last term we have replaced it by a plus n minus 1d upon 2. So I can write it like that also. N upon 2 is equal into 2a plus n minus n. Okay, so it is n minus 1d. It's not plus, it's minus 1. Okay, so this is your second formula, that is Sn is equal to n upon 2 2a plus n minus 1 d. Understood? Now here you can see that we have two formulas in this also. Sn is equal to n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, and this also sum, let me rub first this. Okay, so this is also sum, that is Sn is equal to n upon 2 first term, that is a, and last term we can write like l. So this is also a formula. This can also be used in the questions. Sn is equal to n upon 2 a plus l. Understood? And this is the formula. Okay, now the next, here you can see we have to find the derivation. So how I have found that Sn is equal to n upon 2 2a plus n minus 1d. So the sum of n term is given by, okay, if I have to find the sum of the terms, I will write like this: a plus d plus a plus 2d plus so on, right? Now how this, in the previous slides we have seen that I can write the general form of arithmetic progression is a plus g, a plus 2d, a plus 3d. So what I am doing here, I am adding them. So a plus g plus a plus 2d, a plus 3d, right? This is what I am doing. Okay, so this is our first equation. Okay, now if we write this in backward direction, right? So after going on, we got this a plus n minus 1d. Because we do not know the value of n, I can write like this also, n, because it is endless, right? Now I will write in backward direction. So how it will be? A plus n minus 1d will be first, then a plus n minus 2d, and then after going, so the first term, right? This is second equation. Now we have to add the first and the second equation. So Sn and Sn will be 2Sn, right? And after adding these, you will get Sn is equal to n upon 2 2a plus n minus 1 d. So this is a derivation that can also come. Okay, now the problem. Find number of terms of AP 100, 105, 110, 115 and so on to 500. You have to find the number of terms. Okay, so how you will find the number of terms? Here is a simple formula that we know, that is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 d. Okay, now here the first term is 100. We are given an is equal to 500. Now why here an is 500? Because we have to find the number of terms. So we will take the last term, that is 500. So we are taking the last term so that we can get the value of n. Okay, and d is our 5 after taking the difference. Now an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. An I will replace with 500, a with 100, n minus 1, because we do not know the value of n, we will write it as it is only, and d is 5. Okay, now 500 minus 100. How minus 100? Because this come here, so it becomes minus, and 5 and minus 1 as it is. Now I'll get 400 is equal to 5 and minus 1, and then okay, so this is like this. Now n minus 1 is equal to 400 upon 5, that is 80. So n minus 1 is equal to 80. So n is equal to 80 plus 1, and n is equal to 81. So what it shows, that number of terms are, here you can see the further steps, the number of terms are 81. We find that the last term was 500 and that term was 81, and because it was the last term, so number of terms will be also be same, right? Now next, another question. Find the sum of 30 terms of which we are given the 4 terms 12, 20, 28, 36. Okay, first of all we know the a, we know the difference, that is 8 after taking the difference. Now we have to find the sum of 30 terms. So we know the formula of sum, n upon 2 2a plus n minus 1d. So n, how much is our n? We do not know, we know that 30. So instead of n I will write 30 and 1 upon 2. Okay, 2 into a is 12, right? And n is 30, 30 minus 1 into d is 8, right? Now 15, after cutting we will get 15 here, and 2 into 12 is 24, then plus 29 to 8. Okay, now after further solving you will get the answer as 3690, and this is the number of terms. This is sum of terms. Okay, so sum of 30 terms of this AP is 3690. Understood? Now another question is there. Find the sum of terms in which given AP we are given 2, 4, 6, 8, and the last term is 200. We are given the last term. So a is 2, the first term. The common difference is 2. 4 minus 2, a2 minus a1 is equal to 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Okay, now we know we have to find the sum of terms. So before solving the sum of terms, first we should know that how much terms we are having. That's why they have given the last term. So first we will find the number of terms. After that only we can find the sum, na? So an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. So an is 200. Because we want the number of terms, we will take the last. So 200 is equal to 2. A is 2. Then n minus 1, we do not know the value of n. And d is 2. Okay. 200 minus 2. From here to here it will be minus. Then 2 and minus 1. Then 2 and minus 1 is equal to 198. And then n minus 1 is equal to 99 and n is equal to 100. What does it mean? That number of terms are 100. Now we have to find the sum. We have to find the sum of 100 terms. So now we will use another formula, that is Sn is equal to n upon 2a plus n minus 1d. So S100 is equal to 100 upon 2, that is n upon 2. Then 2 into a, that is 2 into 2, plus n is 100 minus 1 into d, that is 2. Okay, and after solving 50, 4 plus 198, then 50 into 202, you will get the value 10100. So this is the sum of 100 terms. Okay, understood? So these were some of the questions related to the chapter arithmetic progression. And now you can easily do exercise 5.1, 5.2 and 5.3. So this was very easy chapter. You have to remember only two formulas, that is an is equal to a plus n minus 1d, and that is Sn, that is a sum, that is n upon 2a plus n minus 1d. Okay, and you can easily solve all the questions. So thank you, that is for today. And please don't forget to like, subscribe and share to your friends.